Good afternoon, guys, and happy Tuesday to all of your sunshiny faces. Guys, I have good news. I woke up this morning at 9 o'clock. Maybe like 9:30 or something like that. But that's really good because I've been waking up at like 10 o'clock or later. Normally it's been like noon or later. So for me that was really good today, guys, and I'm actually going to go to bed earlier tonight than I did yesterday, and I just need to actually take a really quick shower too, so it shouldn't take barely any time at all. I actually stayed up to watch the Hawks game, which they're playing in Arizona, so like because the time change, the game didn't start until 9 o'clock, or because of the time zones, not the time change, time zones, it didn't start until 9 o'clock our time. So it was a later game and it just ended right now. It's like 11:30. But guys, I got up early, like I said. I ended up actually making dinner for tonight, and I did edit 2 vlogs as well. And I really didn't get to too much else today just because I was kind of tired, because again, I did kind of go to bed sort of late last night. I honestly don't think I fell asleep until maybe about like 1 or 2 or something like that. Like I think it was like 1 or 1:30, and maybe got in bed and fell asleep by about 2 o'clock. The thing is, guys, I told you how I was like, I'm gonna try and take my melatonin maybe like 2 or 3 times this week just to help like get me started back on like a good, you know, sleep schedule and everything like that. And so I actually took it yesterday before I took a shower, so by the time, it normally says on the bottle like it takes like 15 or maybe like 20 minutes or something like that to like start working. So by the time I was actually done in the shower, I think I finally felt tired enough where like I laid down and like completely just about passed out, which was like really good, because normally my problem is like, first off, it's just me being disciplined enough to actually go to bed early, and then 2 is because sometimes it's that like after I take a shower I'm not tired, and so like sometimes I'll wind up laying in bed for like, you know, a while, like just either just laying there trying to fall asleep, or I'll lay there watching TV hoping that I'll make myself tired enough to fall asleep, and sometimes I don't. Or like I said, I'll just wind up laying there and just laying in bed with the TV off and still can't fall asleep. Either way, it's not really good. So taking that, actually, like I said, before I took the shower made me tired enough by the time I got out of the shower. It was probably only like maybe another like 10 or so minutes and I was actually asleep, or something like that. But yeah, I ended up actually my shower took longer yesterday, and I don't know what it was that ended up taking so much longer. I got out of the shower by like I think 1 or 1:15 or something like that. I think I got in the shower maybe about like 12:30 or something like that. So maybe it was like about a half an hour or something like that that it ended up taking. But yeah, guys, I'm like so happy that I was up decently early today. Jack actually ended up waking up at the exact same time, and my mom got up a little bit later than that. So like I said, I'm hoping that I can get up a little bit earlier tomorrow, because tomorrow it's supposed to be warm out. I think tomorrow and Thursday are supposed to be like 50s, 60s, which is really nice. And so I want to go outside and work, guys. The only problem is I don't have a wheelbarrow still, and it would be really helpful if I had a wheelbarrow to be able to do some outside work. I told you guys, moving all the mulch from the spot where we had the trees stuck up and trying to move that into the flower beds. But if I can get up early enough tomorrow, I might just actually try and just weed through and like pull up all of the leaves and any like, you know, dead stuff that's in the flower beds. Because I know that there's some plants that were like annuals, yeah, that were in there that are obviously not coming back, and also in the flower box and stuff like that. But if I can at least get that stuff taken care of, then putting all the mulch in the beds will be a lot easier as well, because I don't have to try and, you know, I'm not going to throw it on top of all the leaves and all the other debris and stuff like that that's in the bed just from over the winter and all the dead stuff and everything like that. So I'm going to try and go through that first, and then, like I said, go from there as far as like moving the actual mulch and everything like that. But if I don't have the wheelbarrow like anytime tomorrow, because I asked my dad if he'd pick it up when he like possibly gets home from work, but I want to try and get out there earlier in the morning, and so I might do that, and then maybe later, if I have the wheelbarrow, do the mulch and everything like that. Because like I said, most of it is in the bigger stuff that's in the backyard. I don't feel like dragging a little bucket from the backyard all the way to the front yard, making like 50 trips back and forth, scooping this stuff out to try and get it into the front flower bed. That is like, no, that's going to be a headache. So I might just try and clear out all of those beds. And also too, which I think can't plant until April, May. It's like the end of March right now, but because we're still kind of having some funky weather, I don't really want to plant them yet. But we got from Aldi, we got a bag of mixed bulbs that are all sun-loving bulbs and flowers, and I think it had like 18 gladiolus in it, and we planted, I think maybe like 5 of them last year or something like that, but I planted them too late and like only like 2 of them bloomed, I think. It was maybe like 5 or something like that, but this has got 18 in there of just that one. So I want to plant those, and I'm really hoping that they're going to do well, and you know, be really big and beautiful, and they can all be like in our front kind of flower bed. And then there's some other ones that I think are also the same height, so I don't remember what they were. I want to say they were like cornflowers or something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. Thought it was something that started with a C, and then a different type of flower as well. But there were 3 different bulbs in there. And so I think they're all supposed to be the same height, so I think I might just like intersperse those ones because there's less. I think there's maybe 3 of one of the type and maybe like 5 or 8 of the other kind or something like that. So I might try and like intersperse those as well so that we have really tall flowers in there, because in the front flower bed, or like the one that's like next to our house, has got mostly like not ivy, but it's got like ground covering, a lot of ground covering in there. And so we do have some, like I think we had like some maybe daisies, black-eyed Susans or something like that were in there as well. But because of so much of that ground covering, I want something that's going to be really tall and make that garden look really pretty as well. The only problem that I did run into last year, though, was that I realized is that I think from reading on the package it says it grows 40 inches, but that winds up being like around 3 feet or something like that. Guys, don't know why my brain cannot do math right now. But anyways, yeah, so it's, you know, they get pretty high, and what I didn't realize was our window box, it was actually coming up and hitting the window box from underneath. So I'm gonna have to try and actually keep those away from the window box, or else bring them out forward in front of it, because the window box that we have that have our other flowers in it, like I said, they were hitting up against it. So I also don't want them to grow and be in front of, because we like to hang our little like 4th of July thing on there we have, and like a few other things for, like, I think we actually have something for Easter possibly too, but I don't want to plant those in the spot where they're going to be, like, you know, not as noticeable. So I'm thinking maybe on the sides. I was also even thinking too maybe in our driveway, in between ours and our neighbor's driveway, because they'll get, like I said, really tall. The only problem I'm scared about is that they might possibly wind up like blowing over, because the ones that we did have kind of got a little heavy. And so like sometimes they kind of like lean up against the house, especially if it was really windy. I don't want it to get super windy and then like blow over and like, you know, wind up snapping off or something like that. So I was thinking about it, but I'm not totally sure. So like I said, I kind of have to figure out exactly where we're gonna do them. I was also thinking too, over on the side where we have like our rose bush, that might be really pretty to have really nice tall big flowers. But we always have the lilies are there, and so those get kind of tall when the actual lily, the flower, comes out. So like I said, I don't really know. We maybe even do some in the backyard too, I think would be really nice. I might just do like a mixture of kind of putting them all over the different flower beds. And like I said, kind of framing out like the front of the house, I think would be really pretty, having those big tall flowers, and doing the same in the backyard, because the one that's in our backyard by our garage driveway is kind of set up the same way as the front of our house, where we've got a window in the middle, and then on the sides I can plant them in the flower beds, and then they'll grow up and kind of frame out the window, and then the flower box is underneath the window. So we have the same thing in the backyard with that window as well, but it's smaller. So like I said, I think that's what I'm going to do, guys, but I'm looking forward to it. And like I said, I'm really happy I was up early today, which kind of inspires me to hopefully go to bed early again tonight, be up early again tomorrow, and be able to get some stuff done outside, especially since it's supposed to be warm. I don't think it's supposed to rain, but I did tell you guys too, on Thursday I think I have something going on in the afternoon, so I might be able to get some stuff done in the morning, but like Thursday is probably not going to, like, I'm not going to be able to get to a whole ton. So we shall see though. But I'll see you guys all in tomorrow's vlog. Like I said, guys, I'm happy. I didn't get a whole ton of stuff done today, but I feel like getting back into a schedule and not like overly pushing myself, where like I'm gonna now want to sleep until like noon tomorrow or something like that because I'm so tired or anything, is like really good. So I'll see you guys though in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye guys.